Hello everybody, my name is Game, but you can just call me Ryan. And today we're here to do a what if video in NBA 2k16, and we are going to do what if Seth Curry was as good as Steph, or at least almost as good as you can see, A plus, A pluses. Everything is kind of maybe a little bit down for the perimeter defense, but pretty much offensive wise, it's almost the exact same. And then everything else is kind of close to the rest of it. Obviously, I'm not going to have them on the same team, as that would be pretty damn pointless. I just had to trade him here so that I could edit his stats. I will release him into the free agency, see what team picks him up, and then we will kind of compare some stats, see what Seth Curry could do in a year. I'm sure he'll win like most improved or something like that, and we'll cut to the end of the season because obviously you can't see anything here. I'll just be simulating through it with the Warriors anyway, so I won't really know. In fact, I'll wait until about 2 weeks in, and then I'll come back to see what team. So Seth Curry decided he was going to make a name for himself as a member of the Orlando Magic. I mean, Steph's got Golden State, and now Seth's got Orlando. He's got Disney. Steph's got, you know, well, Steph's got Disney World. Steph's got Disneyland. I mean, and now before the end of the season, I want to check out all the matchups that happen between the Warriors and the Magic to see how well Seth matched up against Steph. Oh, I didn't want to see the spoiler for their their record, but I did just want to see this. So Steph Curry drops 27 in a game that the Magic actually won, and Seth only drops 13 with 5 assists. So not as good, even though they did win the game. Here, the Warriors absolutely killed them. I should have made, you know what, I might do a second season of this and make Seth the first option, because obviously Steph's like the go-to guy on the Warriors, even though Klay Thompson is an absolute monster. But I want to see how they do if the team played through Seth. And he will be a free agent, so he might not even be with the Magic. He might be with a different team as well. So let's just see if there are any other matchups against the Magic here. Don't see any. And there aren't. Alright, so I'll be back. Maybe the Magic will still make the playoffs, as, I mean, they are in. So somehow Seth Curry can't even win the most improved player. Man, Seth, you were just always going to be like the lower tier brother, weren't you? Can he make an All-NBA team, as Steph makes the All-NBA second team? He cannot. He gets no love. Do the Magic even make the playoffs? They do make the playoffs. Playing the Heat in the first round. They win game 1. In fact, let's just simulate current round. Magic get eliminated in the first round. Seth Curry gets eliminated in the first round. He only puts up 13. He had the most minutes out of everybody on the same team, and he only puts up 13 points. You're supposed to be a shooter. I mean, he didn't miss, he just didn't take many shots. So, I mean, I'll do a second season of this and see what happens if they kind of just play through Seth. Similar to how Golden State kind of plays through Steph. And somehow the Nets are in the... Who the Nets even... Who'd they add? They added Joakim Noah. I don't see how that warrants a finals appearance where they're going to get swept. How'd they not even get swept? I mean, it doesn't matter. Steph Curry still wins the MVP, but... Or not. The Warriors still beat the crap out of them, but... It wasn't in 4. And Klay Thompson wins MVP. Wow, okay. Klay Thompson is absolutely beasting and feasting. Look at that the 3-point percentage. Over 500. That's crazy. Kobe does retire in this one, so wow. I'll be back once second season begins, or once they announce where Seth is going, because he. So there he is. Seth Curry goes from the Magic to the Mavericks, where he will literally just be the guy, probably the only guy. Doesn't look like they have much else going on besides him. So they will, yes, definitely. So the Warriors played the Mavericks about 2 games into the season. Seth drops 19, 5 and 4. Not bad stats. I mean, he didn't take that many shots again. I couldn't find a way to edit it so he took the most shots. I mean, you got Williams chucking up 15 and Parsons chucking up 12 and Lopez chucking up 13 and they all missed, but Seth drops 5 of 8. It's pretty good for him, but and Steph, oh, he had a tough night shooting. So Seth definitely outplayed Steph, but it didn't really matter. They still lost because Clay again. Second time around though, Seth does not have as much fun as he did the first time. Stats are all kind of down except for the assists, which go up a little bit. And Steph Curry had a pretty damn. Again, Steph just doesn't even really have the ball in his hands that much. As you can see, he doesn't. He's got a couple assists, but nothing you'd expect from like the lead ball handler for the team. I mean, two guards who probably both come off the bench, or at least one of them comes off the bench. Both had more points than him, and Delly had more assists than him too. So I mean, Seth's just not that great, I guess. Steph still drops 30, 10 and 7. Steph Curry with the 31 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, had a good night. And then Seth, he dropped 17, 6 and 7. It's probably his best game all around best game against the Warriors all season. I mean, I don't know how he's doing other than that, but as far as just that, we'll check out all the stats. MVP goes to Kevin Durant, nothing new there. Joakim Noah on the Lakers now, Jesus, okay. And he still doesn't win Most Improved Player. That's ridiculous, man. It must be rough beating Seth. Does he make any All-NBA teams? At least. There's Steph. I mean. Yeah, they can't cut this guy a break. He's just nowhere to be seen anywhere. Did the Mavericks even make the playoffs? It looks like they don't. So I mean, that kind of does it right there. Doesn't make much difference if you even make Steph almost as good as Steph. I mean, I guess we can just check out his how he played that season. Steph was number 2 in scoring in the league, or where was Seth at? Is he even in the top 100? He's not in the top 50. There he is. He's 64th. He had 14.3 points a game. 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Now remember, I didn't make him as good as Steph. I mean, that would just be... But I mean, I did make his offense a 92, which is pretty damn good. He still only shot 42% from 3 and 0.5. So 0.5 and 0.42. We'll check that compared to Steph's. He shot better from the field, but he didn't shoot better from 3. Steph has a 95 offense. I made Seth have a 92. So, I mean, the defense I didn't put as good because I didn't think that would be the part that mattered. So, yeah, there you have it. It wouldn't really make much difference if Seth was, I mean, not as talented, but pretty close to being as talented. I mean, he's a 90 overall. He still doesn't, he just doesn't do much. Hate to say it, buddy, he just doesn't. He attempted a lot of 3-pointers. Did he make a lot of them? He attempted the 37th most 3-pointers in the league. I want to see how many he made. Hold on. Just to kind of give a comparison. He made the 22nd most 3-pointers in the league this year. But Seth Curry made the most. So, I mean, there you go. Steph was just destined to be the best Curry. There you have it. Alright, thank you everybody so much for watching this little what if video. I might do more of these in the future, so See you guys next time. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And just to rub it into Seth a little bit more, the Warriors three-peated, so I mean, okay.